Joel Heitkamp's program this morning, News and Views across these same airwaves, he had on State Representative Al Carlson from the state capitol on as a guest. And House Majority Leader Al Carlson was going back and forth with Joel over the oil extraction tax. And Joel, to his credit, was asking Representative Carlson, why would we want to lower the extraction tax? One of the answers that Al Carlson gave to the question, why would you want to give away our oil tax money to the oil companies, made me sit at my desk in my office and have my jaw hit the floor when Representative Carlson answered it.
How much more do you need than $5 billion a year in oil revenue in a biennium? How much more do we need to spend, and how much dependence do we need to put on a very volatile industry?
How much money does the oil industry need to make?
Well, it's all about competition. And if they unlock the Bakken in North Dakota, if they unlock the Bakken with hydraulic fracturing, they have way more oil reserves in California if they'd ever let them
I want you to go back to the key phrase in what Representative Carlson said, the part about how much do we need. Get that part and play that.
How much more do you need than $5 billion a year in oil revenue?
Play that again.
How much more do you need than $5 billion a year in oil revenue?
One more time.
How much more do you need than $5 billion a year in oil revenue?
His argument, if I can be so bold as to say it, his argument against lowering or for lowering the extraction tax is that North Dakota is making too much money off oil? That the amount of money coming into the state of North Dakota, into the coffers in Bismarck, that will help pay for roads and schools and flood protection and everything else that North Dakota wants in the 21st century. The amount of money coming in is too much? And that's why Al Carlson and others want to lower the extraction tax and give the money back to the oil companies so that they can take it to Oklahoma and Texas and California and wherever the hell else the oil companies are from? That's his reasoning? Is that we're making too much money as a state, and so why not give it back to the oil companies? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The fact is, right now, there is no competition. There is none. That's why when you look at the maps that Lynn Helms has put together, there's a goddamn oil well about every 15 feet when you look down the road in 20 years in North Dakota. In the first 5 years, if this oil extraction tax is lowered on the number that was originally proposed, down from 6.5% to 4.5%, the first 5 years of lowering that tax will cost the state of North Dakota almost $600 million in tax revenue. $600 million in the first 5 years. How much do you need, North Dakota? Don't be greedy, North Dakota. Give it to the oil boys. They need it more than you do. Don't you think that's about the right way to go about it? Give it to Texas. Give it to Oklahoma. Although you're not really giving it to the state, you're giving it to the people that own the oil company. But they need it more than you do. Williston, Tioga, Stanley, Watford City, Dickinson, Bismarck, Minot. You don't need it. Fargo, flood protection. No, we're going to screw you out of state funding for flood protection, but we're going to give $600 million to Oklahoma and Texas. Because how much more do you need than $5 billion? Ha! Wow.
How much more do you need than $5 billion a year in oil revenue?
Are you kidding me?